맛은 달콤해 달콤해 달콤해.
Good day everyone, my name is JDC Acolicol, best into English batch 3. Today I will discuss about creative nonfiction. So, before we tackle our main topic, which is creative nonfiction, let's define first what is fiction and nonfiction. So, in order for us to understand the concept of creative nonfiction, it is very important that we have to distinguish first the difference between fiction and nonfiction. So, a fiction is the story that based in the imagination of the writer. It is usually written by a plot, setting, and characters. In other words, fiction is more on entertainment. Characters, events, and places are not real. And nonfiction is the story that involve real people and real events. You have to remember that nonfiction is the story that is based on a facts. Okay, let's talk about the main topic, which is creative nonfiction. So, what is creative nonfiction? Creative nonfiction merges the boundaries between literary art and research nonfiction. It is writing composed of real or facts that employs the same literary devices as fiction, such as settings, voice, characters development, and etc. This makes it different than standard nonfiction writing. So there are types of creative nonfiction. The types of creative nonfiction first is biography and autobiography. When we talk about biography, it is an account somebody else's life. While autobiography, it is writing your own account or your own personal story. So autobiography and biography take into the consideration the whole aspect of one's life. Basically, it is the summary of whole life story of an individual from birth to old age. So, another types of creative nonfiction, which is memoir. A memoir, longer piece of creative nonfiction that delves deeper into a writer's personal experience. If biography and autobiography taken to the consideration of whole life, memoir focuses only in one aspect of a person's life. Next, we have personal essay, a piece of writing usually in the first person that focuses on a topic through the lens of the personal experience of the narrator. So, personal essay, in other words, is the shorter version of the memoir. This personal essay focuses on one single event or one single situation. So, the fourth types of creative nonfiction is literary journalism. Literary journalism includes food writing, travel writing, interviews, research, reviews, or etc. For example, travel writing. When you travel, you have to gather all the facts, their history, their culture, even their people. So next we have the short. A short is a narrative work that is concise and to the point. It uses imagery and details to relay meaning or the main idea of the piece. So typically, it's only one or two scenes and is like flash of a moment that tells a whole story. For example, the story of Romeo and Juliet. The most unforgettable moment of the story is when it ends with a tragedy in which Romeo and Juliet died together, and it makes the whole story more memorable. So next we have lyric essay. Lyric essay is similar to the personal essay in that it also deals with topic that affects the reader. However, the lyric essay heavily on description and imagery. Lyrical suggests something poetic, musical, or flowing in a sense. This type of piece uses heavily descriptive flowing tune in order to tell a story. And that's all for the types of creative nonfiction. Now let's move forward to the characteristic of creative nonfiction. Creative nonfiction is regarded by some readers as more engaging form of nonfiction. Here are some of defining characteristics of creative nonfiction. First, we have emphasis on building and narrative. Second, avoidance of overly technical terms. Third, first-hand accounts from real-world characters who are emotionally invested in the story's outcome. And the fourth, often explain the author's personal connection to the subject matter. And the last, must be based on fact with no embellishments that would lessen its veracity. And that's all for my topic. Thank you for listening and God bless you.